As we ended the day yesterday, the Alejandro Garnacho's entourage believed that his injury was not serious. Argentina wanted him to be present in the group, and if he could, to play with Lionel Messi in order to better integrate into the team. The decision rested with Manchester United, and obviously today we've gotten a story that Alejandro Garnacho is out for 6 weeks and is not going to be playing the game of football until when? I think until May. That's it. So we are going to be missing Alejandro Garnacho for 6 weeks. Confirmed he's out for 6 weeks. And obviously there is another worry of Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro in the UEFA Europa League that I'm going to let you know about, because it has really gone ahead to really haunt me, dig deep down in my heart about what might happen to them after that game of Rio Betis, and that is what we're going to discuss about today. Garnacho himself has gone ahead and issued a statement on his social media platforms as far as this injury is concerned. So guys, smash the like button, comment and share. Good evening, Rokan David is my name. Where are you watching us from? And this is why you should guys subscribe, because we are on a marathon, and we obviously do 4 videos on the day. We do 3 recordings and 1 live video, you know that, on a daily, and you know the time around 9 p.m. that's when we come up to really give you the gist of the news of your latest United celebrities or players outer Carrington and the flies on the wall at Carrington. Now, Gaston Edul, he works for, he's an Argentine, you get, he's a news reporter. He told us that Alejandro Garnacho underwent studies and the injury is more serious than expected. He will miss the games with Argentina national team. So that was confirmed by Gaston Edul, and we knew that he's out now, because yesterday we had some hope, but obviously the injury the scans just revealed that the injury was more worse than how we expected. Then even Diario Ole, also another reporter coming from Argentina, told us that the examination determined that Alejandro Garnacho suffered from a sprain of the fibula estraglar ligament of the right ankle. So the problem of Alejandro Garnacho is obviously the ankle. And when did he get the injury? In the game of Southampton. You get, it was a scissor tackle coming in from Kyle Walker-Peters, and obviously it just saw Garnacho roll down in pain. Then he forced himself back on the field of play, but he was later taken off as a sign of precaution. And I believe that they would have taken him off after he showed that he never had the potential to come back. But obviously the player insisted that he can go in and play more minutes, and when he felt like he couldn't push any further, he walked off the field of play. But how much time is he going to spend out? Right. Again, Gaston came in through and told us that yesterday's scans have shown that Alejandro Garnacho's injury is more serious than expected, and he will have at least 6 weeks of recovery. So 6 weeks of recovery for Alejandro Garnacho is what we are really going to miss him for, because he's really a very good player, and he had really dropped into the team very well. And the last time Ten Hag started him, came out and told us that he told him before the game that you've shown me that you can be an impact player off the bench. Now you have to show me that you can be impactful in the field of play for 90 minutes. That's when we are playing full. It was West Ham in the FA Cup, 50th round, and he played 90 minutes and he even scored that goal that gave us the lead before Freddie came out and really scored the 3rd goal to put our tally 3-1 in favor of us to go through to play in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. We are going to be playing Fulham on Sunday. So the question is, are we going to miss Alejandro Garnacho? Yes, we are going to miss him. We are going to miss Garnacho a lot. Why? He's one of those players that had really come in through, and you know that he is going to do the job. You know, he was going to do the job. He was going to do the job. And every time Ten Hag called him up for, he did the job perfectly. He's one of those direct players that are brave and fast. You get? They surge into the final third of the opponent. He is just unbelievable. And he has been putting in comprehensive performances game in, game out. And we are going to miss Garnacho. That's it. We are going to miss him. Ten Hag is going to miss him. His fellow players are going to miss him. And I don't know what Lisandro Martinez will do to Kyle Walker-Peters when he finds him next season. That's it, because this season the games are over. I know Lisandro Martinez doesn't want anyone to hurt Alejandro Garnacho, because he sees him as the next Messi of their team. And when you look at the young talent that Argentina is really having, none of the young Argentines at the age of 18 are playing at the level at a team like Manchester United. And it shows you how good and talented Garnacho is. He's massively or obscenely talented. And he's just starting. God has blessed him that he's playing under one of the best managers in the world at grooming young talent. That is Erik ten Hag. He's ushering him slowly by slowly. And to me, I believe if he had never fallen out with ten Hag during the preseason because of Garnacho's attitude, he would have started the season immediately. And I think he would have had more goals. I had even predicted that Garnacho is going to score close to 10 goals. But this injury has really done him bad, because I know he has the potential to go on and do the needful. But Erik ten Hag is a blessed man. No sooner had Garnacho gotten an injury than Facundo Pellistri raised up to the occasion to show to him that I can get the job done. I can get the job done. And for Facundo Pellistri, it's a blessing in disguise, because as Martial returns, as Sabitzer returns, it would have been hard for Pellistri to make it to the bench or to the match squad if at all Garnacho was available. But Garnacho leaving has created space for Facundo Pellistri, and this is time for Facundo Pellistri to prove to Erik ten Hag that I can get the job done. One, he plays well on the right attacking side of the midfield, that's the right wing. Secondly, he plays well on the left attacking side of the midfield, meaning that he is going to be he's going to be introduced in at times as an impactful substitution to play off the left attacking side of the midfield, because he has that intensity with him. He's direct, he's brave, and he can sit down any player. And I think we can get a little bit more of him when he's played as a left attacking midfielder, because he has the power or the skill set to drift or to chop left and then go for a color or go in for an assist. So it will depend on how Erik ten Hag wants to use the player. But Garnacho's injury has really given Pellistri space to operate in the squad of Manchester United. Then this Argentine reporter known as Gaston Edu and all about Argentina, that is known as Albacela Talk. They've told us that Garnacho was dying to go with the Argentina national team, but unfortunately he will miss the match games unless Manchester United will agree Alejandro Garnacho to recover his injury at the Argentina national team camp, which is unlikely. So Garnacho was dying to go all out and play for the team of Argentina, but obviously United are not going to allow him to go there. They want him to heal at the club facilities of Carrington, because they believe we're having better facilities as far as our medical department is concerned when you compare it with the Argentini's national side. Then Garnacho went onto his Instagram and posted the following. He said, "This is part of football and our profession. However, I'm already focused in my recovery. God has taught me to never give up, and I will make sure I'm back stronger than ever." And when he hints about God, he's a God-fearing boy, and God will heal him. And he's so much sure that he's going to get sooner than ever. Then he said, It's difficult to put words into how I'm feeling right now. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to play. I will not be able to help my team Argentina and teammates in the upcoming games in what is a very important part of the season for us at Manchester United. Then he concluded by saying, I'm disappointed to miss the opportunity to be with my teammates of the Argentine national team in what would have been a great and proud moment for me and family. That is Alejandro Garnacho, and he has put that statement out on social media, confirming that he's going to be out for 6 weeks, and we are going to miss him, big miss, but nevertheless, we move on. injuries are surging at Manchester United. You get? Martial, Sabitzer, Lindelof working on their return. We don't know whether they are going to train today and be part of the United team tomorrow as it travels to Rio Betis. We don't know. We are waiting for tomorrow to see. And Eriksen is in rehab, meaning that at the beginning of April he's going to be back. That means we'll be left with only 2 players. That is Garnacho and Donny van de Beek. But the good thing is that Garnacho will return as soon as possible at the beginning of May. Those are the 6 weeks that he's going to miss. Because today is 14th, 28th this month, there will be how many weeks? 2 weeks. So that means you add on the 4 weeks of April, obviously. That's how long this boy is going to be out. So let's pray for the boy and see to it that he comes out well and hits the ground running again, because injuries tend to affect the form of certain players in their footballing careers. But I think Garnacho is going to be back. Strong and ready. Now, United website has confirmed to us that Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro are both just one caption away from suspension in the UEFA Europa League. And what is that? It means if at all they get a yellow card away in Rio Betis, they're out of the first game of the quarterfinal. So to me, I believe we are really headed to a very bad side of the season. You know, you look at this and ask yourself, how is Erik ten Hag going to do this? You get? As we are missing Casemiro in the Premier League, if he gets a yellow card on Thursday, he's going to be out for 1 game. The same applies to Bruno. But to me, I think we are not going to be having lots of pressure in the game of Rio Betis. And I think it won't call for Casemiro to put in a lot of tackles, according to me. He won't call in for lots of tackles. It won't call in for Casemiro to put in lots of tackles to see to it that he stops the play. Because we are 3 goals up, it's going to be how we manage that game of football. And Casemiro has that discipline in him. I think he has that discipline in him. I mean, it's the red card he got on the weekend. That is part of the game. But for yellow card, he can find himself not getting a yellow card in that game of Rio Betis. But for Bruno Fernandes, I can't guarantee you. I can't put my hand there for him because he's petulant. He's petulant. And you'll never know what he's going to do. You'll never know what he's going to do. Sometimes if a match is a leader, the fire in him just overpowers him. And he finds himself doing things that are really not in line for the captain to be doing. So I believe that we are worried about Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro about their next game in the UEFA Europa League, because if they get a caption today, they'll miss out on the next game. Yet we'll need them in the quarterfinals. As it stands, we have to go in for all those trophies. FA Cup, UEFA Europa League. Let's try to push and really win all of these 3, because Ten Hag would have made a record as the first manager to win 3 trophies in his maiden season as a United manager. So let's wait for that and see how it's going to unveil, because Ten Hag's press conference has been confirmed tomorrow, and obviously we'll be waiting to see how Erik ten Hag will come out and address the team of journalists down in Rio Betis. And we've been told by Manchester United that upon landing in Spain, Ten Hag will have his press conference around 17:45 GMT tomorrow at Rio Betis Stadium. That is Erik ten Hag. So I believe it's always great to hear from our manager, because he'll update us on the following players: Martial, Sabitzer, Garnacho, Eriksen, Lindelof, and very many others, because we need to know their stand. But before they travel, we'll have known which players would have trained with the team on Wednesday, because before they travel, they have to first carry out an open training session that is going to be covered by the media. So guys, thank you very much for watching in through. Tell me your thoughts about Garnacho out for 6 weeks, Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro worry, all that and more into the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching me. I love you guys, and keep it United Matters channel. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. Good evening.